Hello everyone, in this video we're going to smell for the first time Dent de lait by Serge Lutens. It's a gorgeous opportunity for me because first of all I love smelling Serge Lutens. I love Blind by Serge Lutens. It's always a nice experience. I think that lately it's the thing that makes me most happy. Also, I want to tell you that it happened again. Something went wrong with my camera. It didn't film me opening the box and smelling the fragrance for the first time, so we're going to do it again just for, you know, because this happens sometime. Now, I was smelling this and I was saying that it smells not at all, because this is supposed to be, you know, I was saying that the reviews, you know, online for this are quite mixed. They are saying that it is something that's quite difficult to stomach, and I feel that I think the word vile was used, and I like that word. It's one of my words. But as I'm smelling this now, I don't feel that it's vile at all, and I don't feel like it's difficult to understand at all. First of all, this was supposed to be a metallic and milky fragrance, and I got this. First of all, I got this because I found it very cheaply discounted online, and also I got this because I'm still interested in smelling milky and metallic scents. I think that milky and metallic scents are still one of the most interesting ways of doing perfumery. I still think that Sécrétion Magnifique is one of the best things, you know, fragrance experiments ever created. Maybe you can't wear it all that efficiently, but it's still something that I do like to smell, and I'm glad I've smelled. I think Blanche Bête is amazing, but what I'm smelling here doesn't strike me necessarily as milky. It strikes me as very floral, undefined lilac / lavender / magnolia musks, which, you know, are quite easy to understand. There's something very dainty, delicate about this fragrance. Maybe there is something metallic, but I'm really stretching my imagination. Not metallic necessarily, but mineral about this fragrance that's sort of in the same region as Ghost in the Shell, which is another milky fragrance. In its entirety, I think, up until now, I think Dent de lait, which is called, it means milk tooth, I think it reminds me quite a lot of Comme des Garçons 2, the silver bottle, which I haven't found my bottle yet, but I'm still searching for one. I will at some point. I think I spoke about that a year ago. It's a beautiful scent, that one. And this one is kind of in that same, you know, electric magnolia plasticky thing. That's, you know, I think it's a very interesting scent, and I will try it on the skin in just a few moments. But I want to finish my thought on milky scents and Serge Lutens, because I think that Serge Lutens do have other milky scents, quite a few of them. There are milky elements in Ambre Sultan, that's for sure. There is a milky, quite pronounced milky element in Santal Majuscule, obviously because of the sandalwood. And I also own another Serge Lutens, which is Jeu de Peau, which is milky, toasty, but also that is because of the sandalwood. So I was very curious if this Dent de lait, this is so difficult for me to pronounce, Dent de lait, would go the same route as using this trick with the sandalwood, but I don't think it does. I haven't looked on the notes yet. I don't think it does, though. It is strangely addictive, this fragrance. It's also quite minty. I feel there's so many things, so many elements going on here. This is so interesting, and just look at the color of the fragrance. It's almost transparent, slightly colored in a slightly purplish or grayish tone. I don't know if you can tell from my camera. But it's a very, very interesting choice, you know, to make to give this color, or this non-color, I should say. This, as it is right now, it reminds me, God, have been so many references. As it is, it reminds me quite heavily of the coconut in Coconut Fizz, Aqua Allegoria by Guerlain. It's a very fresh, slightly floral, but somehow vividly floral. I don't know how to explain this. Maybe because the choice of florals, they chose flowers that are very dainty, very elegant. You know, it's lilac, it's not something, it's magnolia, it's not, you know, rose or heavy jasmines or tuberose, you know. It's something very, very delicate. This is so interesting. And there is a very faint, very, very faint vanilla undertone to it, which is gorgeous, but it also reminds me just a bit of maybe of a cappuccino. I don't know what people were on about it. People not being able to stomach this? I mean, to each their own, but I feel that this is quite plain, to be honest. This isn't something that challenges my nose in any degree. Now, the notes on Fragrantica are just metallic milk, heliotrope, incense, and almond. Now, when I see the heliotrope there, I don't know what to say. It's definitely a bit powdery, this one. But I feel that the vanilla is more involved or at the cause of this than the heliotrope. I couldn't even imagine there would be heliotrope in this. I thought this was lilac, to be honest. And an almondy. Yes, that's right. It reminds me of the very, very fresh Guerlain, either Aqua Allegoria coconut milk, coconut fizz, not coconut milk. Tatsura also has this vibe, these vibes, and also La Petite Robe Noire Eau Fraîche. So it's a very delicate, fresh, bedtime kind of scent, or very, whenever you feel the need to freshen yourself up, quite. I mean, it's definitely an interesting scent, but I don't feel like this is groundbreaking, you know. Saying that this has milky and metallic notes, it's definitely an overstatement. This is definitely overstated. Somebody is saying straight up soap smell. Yes, it smells exactly like laundry detergent. It's a very clean scent. And I see here that it's been launched, it was launched in 2017. Which is quite recent, but I feel that from all of the references I gave you, I could describe this fragrance as the marriage point between the Ghost in the Shell, with all the musks and the detergents and the ambergris, very good scent, mind you, and Aqua Allegoria. I'll go with Coconut Fizz because it is slightly milky. There is, you know, it does have some metallic things going on, but it's not vile like people were saying. I mean, I was expecting something to challenge me, to make me, you know, have a little more to talk about. I'll definitely be wearing this, but no. And I have to say also that Jeu de Peau, which I don't think is, I don't know if it's in production anymore, is a lot more interesting than this one. And Jeu de Peau is actually, it smells like milk and toast, or milk and biscuits, or milk and cookies, whatever you want to call the crunchy things, you know, not the American biscuits, which are basically bread. All right, so definitely a beautiful smell, but I don't think it's something to write home about. Now, this may be the first time I'm saying this about the Serge Lutens. That's not right. I'm lying. I just told a lie. I said this about L'Orpheline, and I said this about Écran de Fumée, and I ended up loving Écran de Fumée, and I should give L'Orpheline another chance. So, if I discover anything else about Dent de lait, I will definitely let you know. And until next time, remember, fragrance creates memories, and may yours be happy.